Welcome to Top Branch, a series from the Dove Agency, where we're rooted in stability and reaching for growth. Join the Dove Agency and our special guests as we bring you expert insights and practical solutions to help your interior design business thrive. This is Top Branch. Let's grow together.
Hi, I'm Ruthie Ann Jansen, and this is Beth Bender, and we are back for episode 3 of Top Branch. Today we're talking about more of a marketing topic. As many of you know that are familiar with our firm, we have both financial and marketing services that we offer. We did a little more of a financial topic last time. We're not going to necessarily go, back and forth, but today we are going to talk about the art of weaving kind of like your personal identity into your business social platforms. So kick it off.
So I think the biggest word that you hear all the time in, people that are working with you on your social media or giving you advice on your social media is just to be authentic. That seems to be the buzzword, and there's really no better way to describe what you have to do on social media nowadays to even be relevant or be accepted. And that's really hard in the interior design space, because when you are putting yourself out there, especially as a new designer, you need to have not only your portfolio that's shown, but you also need to show your personality. And a lot of designers will start off with their personal social accounts, so their personal Instagram or their personal LinkedIn, and they'll start kind of peppering out there, hey, here's what I've done for this person, or here's my talent, or here's some photography of some projects that I've done. But that often quickly evolves to people that are their followers or their friends wanting to see more of their work. And so that's when a lot of times designers will flip and they'll say, I'm going to have now my personal as well as my professional account. So when you make that flip from your personal to your professional, that authenticity gets lost oftentimes. Designers will feel all of a sudden stilted, and I've got to just be all buttoned up and boop, 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 and it just can only be my beautiful pictures. And so I think the trap that a lot of design firms get into, or especially designers, is showing a ton of inspiration. And they'll get on there and they'll repost or all these things that are inspirational to them. And when that happens, that authenticity gets lost.
Yes, and I think another thing when, a firm gets bigger, a lot of times they're looking to outsource their social media to a third-party agency, such as the Dove Agency. And that's another kind of pivotal time where you have to take a really hard look of how do you maintain that authenticity. And, a lot of the clients that we work for really want to have a lot of editorial control over their captions, because they want that to express their voice, their warmth, their authenticity, as Beth keeps referring back to. But it does get harder when you have an outsourced solution. So let's talk about some of the pluses and minuses of doing that, pushing out your social to a third party.
Right. When you're starting off with your social, if you don't have a lot of photography, I don't recommend outsourcing your social. I think that's a mistake, and really you're just throwing money away. And I'm saying that from somebody who would love to have the Dove Agency do your social, but you're really throwing your money away. And there's another instance where I think you're throwing your money away, and I'm going to give a little war story here from the Dove Agency. Is early on when we first started working with clients, we had this attitude of, hey, we can take anybody's social and we can help you. And that could not be further from the truth, because when we had designers come to us, and I'm thinking of one particular design firm that came to us, and they had such a good personal dynamic between the owners.
Yes.
And that personal dynamic showed so well in the way that they presented themselves on social, because they were able to not only show their work, but they were able to show how they work together and how they work for the client. And that was so successful for them. And time got in the way, they needed more time, and they said, hey, we can outsource this. And when they brought it to us, there is absolutely no way we can replicate that dynamic. And so if you are somebody who is very good with putting yourself out there on a public platform, and you want that personality to show through as, I would say, your kind of the forefront of your brand, then outsourcing is not a good idea for you. If, on the other hand, you're in a situation where you have really good photography and you would like to see your social presence be much more of just an extension of your portfolio. So really beautiful grid, your photography shines bright, the algorithm is really working for you because we know the algorithm, or the agency that you're working with knows the algorithm. That's a great situation to outsource it.
And so let's talk too about the firm that does really want to have Instagram be just an extension of their portfolio. They want it to be someplace where people can come see the beautiful projects they've done and just sort of kind of vet them, if you will, the same as their website would have or does. What are some kind of tricks of weaving in the personality, if that's more your style, like you don't really want to put yourself out there? What are some ways that designers can do that and still feel authentic, because they really aren't the type to be like putting, you know, every single thing on their story when they're like getting a pizza with their kids or something like that. What are some good ways where like a designer like that can maybe dip their toe in the pond and put some information out there? Because when potential clients are coming to your socials, they do want to get a little bit of a vibe of like, what kind of person am I going to be working with?
I think the best situation when you need to get your personality out there, but you're not comfortable with, like you said, throwing out the pictures of having pizza with your kid, is to put yourself out there in the workspace. So for example, if you are outsourcing, it is a great idea to just maybe have, you know, somebody in the showroom that you're at say, hey, can you real quickly just film me looking at these fabrics? And then you don't have to speak, you don't have to do anything other than just show, this is a showroom that I love shopping in or sourcing through. These are some fabrics that I'm selecting, or these are some tiles that I'm looking at, or whatever. And showroom managers will always be willing to help you out with getting this content. I guarantee you they will love that. And then you can put that content out on your story or make a quick reel, throw it to some music, and then you've got something that shows you in a work situation, and it's authentic because it's a place that you love sourcing, and it's something that you enjoy doing. So that's a great way to put yourself out there. That is where a firm can help you come up with that strategy. And it doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to do it, 5 times a week. But if you just put yourself out there a little bit every week, it is going to be highly successful for you, mixed with your portfolio. On the reverse side, if you're somebody who really loves putting yourself out there, do it. I would say, get out there, show your personality, show what a client's going to get to work with. But you also, on the other hand, need to balance that with making sure that in your feed, you have enough images of your work that somebody coming to your feed knows, not only am I going to get to work with this awesome person, but I'm also going to see this beautiful end result.
Yeah, to have that good balance and not get too one-sided, whether it's too professional or too much on the folksy side. That you are actually a professional designer. Yes. Well, it's quote time. So we're gonna end with a different quote. Another individual today, which we did a lot of James Clear to start off, but this one is kind of close to home. It's architect and furniture designer Eileen Gray, and this is on thinking for yourself. So kind of to the point of being authentic. So here's the quote: "To create, one must first question everything. Never adopt someone else's conclusion without putting it to the test of your own reasoning and imagination." So I think this is a great way to end this little segment on social media. We're giving you some tips, we're giving you some things that have worked at our firm and things that we've seen work with other designers. But the bottom line is, put it through your own lens, put it through your own filter, and see what great results you can read.
Absolutely. Okay. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
The Dove Agency is committed to services that ensure your financial stability and growth. As part of our dedication to the design industry, we present ID Nest, a powerful software solution for designers. Built by industry experts, it integrates financial insights, project and task management, time tracking, CRM and marketing tools to streamline workflow and power your designs. Join us next time on Top Branch And in the meantime, to learn more, visit idnest.com.